told you he'd be here. Pete, Joe needs to be sworn in.
I just swore him in.
Okay. So about everybody else.
Is it 7?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Could we all stand for the pledge, please?
Hey, congratulations on the game. I do think they had it.
We could all stand for the pledge, please. Mr. Failer, can you lead us to the pledge?
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
A moment of silence for the men and women in the armed forces, Senator Bob Dole, and those 5 souls that passed at Village Trust. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Unless you're still around.
Okay, Katie.
Alrighty.
Sandals on.
Okay, good evening, everybody. We'll move into our agenda. Item number 2 would be mayor's remarks.
Thank you, Katie. Very quick, just 2 real quick items. First was I attended the Roger Sherman chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution, our holiday luncheon. And one of the things they do that I think should be very important for us to start off our new town council term is one of the things that the DAR does, Katie, I know because you are a member there, is the America's Creed. I think it's important that we write this in the minutes. So the American Creed is, I believe, the United States of America is a government of the people, by the people, for the people, whose just powers are derived from the consent of the governed, a democracy and a republic, a sovereign nation of any sovereign states, a perfect union, one and inseparable, established upon those principles of freedom, equality, justice, and humanity for which American patriots sacrificed their lives and fortunes. I therefore believe it is my duty to my country to love it, to support its Constitution, to obey its laws, and to respect its flag, and to defend it against all enemies.
Very nice.
Thank you. So next, what I'd like to do is we're going to call in our outstanding girls cross-country track team.
Just cross country.
Yep.
I don't want to get, that's not my team.
And,
Could you
well, Mike?
open the door and
Yep.
let them in, young lady? Thank you.
So we're going to have them come in with Coach. Mike, you want to help out?
No.
Okay.
That'd be-
Just making sure.
I had nothing to do.
All right.
Don't be shy.
I
You don't want to help?
I don't coach cross country.
Oh, I'll help.
I only coach cross country.
What does he want to? It's not arguing, right? It's not arguing.
So I want to thank Coach, the team, parents. What an amazing season you guys had. Absolutely outstanding. When I heard more about it, I was like, I'm like, that is just amazing. Truly, truly amazing. So talk to Coach, and we'd like to do a couple of things. First, Coach, if you could come up for just a quick second, we'd like to show you something that we're going to be putting on the town hall banister starting tomorrow.
Oh, the right side.
Thank you, Coach. Yeah, thank you. This will be up tomorrow. We'll have our facilities team put that up. And then after After the holidays, we're going to bring that to the high school, right, Coach?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'm sure Coach, Principal, and I know Superintendent Corpo will all make sure that gets honored at the high school.
Fantastic.
I'd also like to give each one of you a certificate of recognition. So Coach, I'm going to have you come up first, and I'm going to read out, and it's all going to be the same verbiage, but I'm going to read this out. So Coach, Town of Milford would like to recognize Coach Giles Vaughn and the Milford High School girls cross country team for winning the Southwest Conference for the second year in a row. The Class L championship for the first time since 1997, and only the second time in school history, the State Open Championship for the first time, and first place in the New England Championships for the first time in school history. Congratulations. And Milford proud and Milford strong. Okay. Now, I'm going to be mispronouncing names. So yell. Are we ready? Tamarinina? Am I saying it right?
Taramina.
Taramina.
There you go. We'll help you out.
Emilio, come on up. I'm very, very proud of you. Thank you, sir. Claire Daniels. Claire? Congratulations. Outstanding. Leah Farrell. Outstanding. Isabel Green. Great job.
Thank you.
Outstanding. Anna Holcomb. Anna.
She's not here tonight.
Okay, give that to Coach. Elizabeth Jowdy. Outstanding. Sydney Keller. Congratulations, Sydney. Outstanding. Julia Meadows. Congratulations. Trinity Mink. Outstanding. Leah Minks. Congratulations. Maya Mora
Beto.
Beto. All right. Samina Peel.
She's not here tonight.
Okay.
Yep, you got that one correct.
Elizabeth Rainey. Mayan Rosenberg. Amelia Sabadino. Madeline Sweeney. Catherine
Taberset.
Nabersack. There we go. Hannah Trowbridge.
Yeah.
Great job.
Thank you.
Outstanding. And Olivia Zeeler.
Yeah, she's not here
All
tonight.
right. So, Coach, I'll ask you to say a couple words to everybody that's watching on TV, kind of a little bit about your
Sure.
guys' outstanding season.
Absolutely. So, 10 years in the making, building this program and our culture, and just super proud of these guys. You know, all the hard work they put in. It starts, you know, in an 8 to 10 week process in the summertime, and this team really came together with some great leadership, a culture of selflessness where they really go out and run and train for each other. You know, I've said it several times. The greatest thing about this team is, you know, they work really hard, but it's not hard work for them because they're together with all their friends. They love spending time with each other, and they love what we do, most importantly. So, you know, I think the success all kind of comes from that piece and all their hard work they do. So just really proud of these guys. And, you know, the thing that's I've been trying to kind of put in perspective, I've had time to kind of digest our season a little bit, is just the historic nature of what these guys did this year. To win any championship is really impressive, but to win 4 in the same season and to be named, not only the best team in the state of Connecticut, but all of New England is something, these guys will remember and cherish for the rest of their lives, and just a super, special experience. And, the best thing is we had a lot of fun along the way. I have a lot of really, really good memories, and hopefully these guys do too, walking away from this season. And the good news is we only have, 5 seniors that are moving on, and we have a great team coming back. So we're really excited to see where this program can continue to go and grow. So thank you for everything tonight.
Absolutely.
And, doing this for our team, this means the world to us. And actually, we have something for you tonight, Mayor, too. So maybe our captains can come up, Leah, Maddie, and Claire. So we got you one of our championship shirts. All right.
Ladies, on behalf of the town, we are so proud of you, of what you've accomplished. Accomplished things that no other team did. So great job. Go Green Wave. Congratulations, you guys have a great holiday season.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everybody, for having us tonight.
Got your own shirt. You'll be out training with him, right? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Did you read this? You're just reading it now?
Katie?
Yes, moving on to item number 3, appointment of a recording secretary. I'd like to move we appoint Ms. Barksdale.
Do I have a second? And we have a second. Any discussion on the motion?
Who seconded it?
Councilman Cosgrove, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. Katie?
Item number 4, appointment of the vice chairman.
I'd like to nominate Katie Francis as vice chair of the Milford Town Council. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you.
Item 5, appointment of our parliamentarian. I'd like to nominate Tom Esposito. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Wrong person.
Wrong one.
Sorry. Hold on.
Joe failed.
Yeah, I just second. I wrote it here. Sorry. I'd like to nominate Joe Fela for parliamentarian.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you.
Appointment of the town attorney. I think I'd like to nominate Attorney
name right?
DeBella.
Second.
Oh, let me think.
That wasn't the town, right?
Any discussion of Randy DeBella as the town attorney, who's done a successful bid for many, many years, and Attorney DeBella, can't thank you enough for that. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Randy?
As we discussed, Attorney Ken Taylor has been the attorney handling the negotiations, CBA negotiations, and Attorney Mr. Bellaro has asked that he be appointed specially just for those matters on an as-needed basis. I would ask that the council adjunct him as a special town attorney for that limited purpose.
I'm sorry, Randy, for what now?
For the negotiations of collective bargaining agreements.
Okay.
I'd like to make the motion that we do appoint Ken Taylor for the CBA.
I'll second that.
Is that something we have to do?
Yeah, I prefer that because he's going to be negotiating with the Labor Department, needs to know that he's authorized.
Okay.
Any discussion on town attorney's recommendation? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Also, can we do it on this agenda too? It's not on here, Randy. It's for the sergeant at arms.
Yes, you can, as long as it's an officer of the town council.
Yes, it is.
All right. Do I want to suspend the rules to add it, or yes?
Yep.
Okay, I'd like to move to suspend the rules to add item 6B, to appoint a sergeant at arms.
Second?
Any discussion on the addition to the agenda? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions?
I'd like to nominate Tom Esposito for sergeant of arms.
Do I have a second? Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you.
Thank you. Item 7 is the town council rules and procedures. We want to move to accept them as before us, items 1 through 15.
Second?
Any discussion? Ms. Thomas?
Please, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I went back to 2019 to the previous list, and in particular, item number 3, agenda for regular meeting, because what we have before us is the proposed one for this evening. So I went
Correct.
to look at the one that you all approved in 2019, and there's reference to the 5 business days prior. There's also reference to materials being available on the Wednesday before a meeting for town council members to pick up, so that we could have the materials, the support materials, before coming to the meeting. And that there's really no reference to making changes to an agenda unless it's in compliance with the Connecticut general statutes. So on occasion, you do have emergencies. What I'm hoping for is that if we don't make the change and keep the paragraph 3 the way it was, I think that would allow more participation from the town. And especially as a rookie town council member, it would allow me more time to review the agenda and the materials to support the agenda. And that's why I don't support number 3. And that's primarily the big one, that's a change. The other is that I guess last time you took out number 15 and now you're putting it back in. Which is fine, because I think we need an opportunity, especially in today's world, to be able to attend meetings however we need to in case something's missed. So that makes total sense to me to be able to do that, but it wasn't there before. So having the 2 in front of me, those are the 2 biggest differences. And I'm wondering if we can go back to the original number 3 to give more people a chance to see materials before a meeting.
Hillary?
Yeah, I just had a few things to add on to that. Just in number 7, we're just missing the word public. So it's members of the, we just need to put public in there. But, and then the only thing was, I had a question also on 15. Can that person vote if they're virtually attending? Is it as if they're in the meeting?
So I'm assuming we could defer to Randy DeBelba. I'm assuming if we are marked present in attendance, then they have all full powers as a council person, correct?
Absolutely, exactly what FOI states.
So it's just as long as they're there from the very beginning of the meeting, correct? They can't come in like halfway through the meeting? or-
Right, Randy, they have to be there at the
Right, yeah,
beginning.
you have to be there and attending at the
Right.
time that the body is seated.
Okay, and they can't leave or?
No,
they
no,
have to be
they're on
there
their
all
honor. I mean, the Freedom of Information Commission uses that protocol itself.
Mhm.
So they're on their honor to do this.
Why,
You did take an oath.
if you're not here for the beginning of a regular meeting and you come in and you sit, you're allowed to participate, but not if it's virtual? Is that-
Except you have the mayor, you have the sergeant, or you have the parliamentarian to know when and when you were not here. You have a recording secretary who puts that down. That's critical.
And if I just may ask, Randy, that this means telephone, mobile phone, video telephony, so this is not that we're setting up a new system to be zooming back and forth.
No, the law is that any
That's right.
reasonable electronic means that accomplishes the purpose of the board.
So I can call Chris and he can just put it on speakerphone?
Yeah, as long as everybody's satisfied that that's him.
Well, that's where we ran aground a little bit with this in the past, was that everyone must agree to it, right? So,
They must agree it's the person on the phone
yeah,
who it purports to
exactly,
be.
right, which is
That's what they do
important.
with the Freedom of Information Commission.
Right, right. And that means during executive sessions, that would not be allowed,
It would not be allowed because you don't know who's in the room with them.
correct? So that's not necessarily stated here, but it should be.
It's my
added.
opinion, what it is.
Huh?
You cannot have an
Right,
executive session.
but it's,
Remote
yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense.
it's not stated, and nothing here, it talks about our meetings, but it doesn't mention executive session. I think that should be clear.
Want to add it?
You know, I did an advisory for the FOI, you know that.
Right.
The executive session that's been distributed. I'll revise that on that issue,
Okay.
just to show any, because now it's a different ballgame.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
but an executive session needs to be only those who are invited in. And unless we have security as to who's invited in, if not, you really can't go there.
I agree.
So we could have you add that and vote on this next meeting, or whatever?
We'd vote on this, but then
Change it next
change
meeting?
it. Correct.
Okay,
And I'll revise my executive session.
Thank you.
Advisory, I have to get it approved by FOI before I do that.
Thank you.
Before I disseminate it.
And then lastly, for the minutes, there was a question concerning number 3, Councilwoman Thomas, concerning the 5 business days. As I've been here now, this will be the 3rd term, one of the things I've noticed, especially with the pandemic, and especially with other pressing matters, things come at the town after a Wednesday. So we need to be more nimble and to be able to add to the agenda to do that, or we're gonna have special meetings all the time. So my proposal was we continue to do the 5 business days, send out the agenda on Wednesday, what we have already. The additional stuff we put out by Friday, have it in bold italics so the public knows the difference, and then send that additional information on Fridays.
Okay, and will support information be available on Wednesday or on?
Correct, for the ones that are on
For the ones
Wednesday,
that makes sense.
correct.
That's
At least this way we can pivot and be a little more nimble.
But the ones that are added Friday, that supporting information will be added on Friday.
Correct,
Friday.
and they will be in italics so that the public understands those are added.
okay.
and so, you know, other than getting it electronically, you do have a mailbox, mail slot, shelf, cubby, whatever,
Right near the water
downstairs. Yeah.
Didn't
right,
know.
Where the water cooler is. So any periodicals or things that come addressed to you will be put in there.
Any other, sure, Mary.
When the agenda comes out on Wednesday, every 2 weeks, it always looks the same. There's never really anything significant on it.
So what I've asked is some of our department heads for some of the stuff to get it to us a little bit earlier, so that we can have it, and we'll try and make a conscious effort from our office to get as much as we can on Wednesdays, and make sure you get that supporting
Yeah,
documentation.
Mary Jane's right, though. It's like reading the first agenda, I almost skip it because it's the same one as it's been forever. So it's usually Friday when I say, all right, let me read Tuesday.
You're right, they're in fall.
Any other discussion on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you.
I'm not here on Monday. Can I
Item-
call somebody to get into the meeting?
Item number 8, set the 2022 town meeting, I move to set the 2022 town meeting schedule as per the proposed schedule that we all received.
And these are this is the same as.
Is there a second?
Second. Sorry. I believe the difference, if you look year over year, was July, where we had only one, but we were meeting twice anyway, and this just clarifies the dates for July.
Okay,
And then, so there's only one more meeting this year, which is next week.
correct.
Yep. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions?
Oh,
Motion
man,
to
that was
adjourn?
that one.
Mr. Bear?
I am so sad.
Motion to adjourn.
We have a second.
Get him on the phone.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Thank you, everybody. See you next Monday. Thank you.